Hello. So in this video, I'm redoing the StrangerVille Information Center that came with the StrangerVille pack, obviously. Wow, I'm great at talking. Anyways, I made it a one-room schoolhouse kind of thing, or that's the idea at least. In my, imagination, this one is more like a schoolhouse that used to be a schoolhouse, and then as the city kind of grew and got a bit more industrialized, they stopped using it and turned it into a library instead. So it's very tiny. I was sort of following just a bunch of random pictures of schoolhouses that I found on Google, so it's not really one in particular, but they all kind of had this aesthetic. I'm not gonna go into a full history of one-room schoolhouses because, to be honest, I don't know much about them. They weren't really popular where I'm from, or at least they don't still exist where I'm from, which is California. So I've seen one or two one-room schoolhouses in my time living here. There's one in my city that is really, really, really small. It's about half the size of this building. If this building were real, it'd be half that size, and now just Boy Scouts use it. So, yeah, these aren't really common over here anymore, but I feel like they probably still exist more on the Midwest or maybe East Coast. I don't really know, but I thought it fit the town a bit better than the old building, because the old building kind of looks like a church in my mind, like a one-room church or something, but it doesn't really fit with the story or the aesthetics of the town really in any way in my mind. So speaking of the town, I have played through this entire pack already, the whole storyline thing. It's pretty quick, actually, I thought. I never got through the archaeology thing. I never got through, any other weird little storyline they tried to put in, the whole space exploration. I never got through any of that because it got boring and it was too tedious and long for me. But this one I was invested in, but it was really fast. So I kind of wish there was more to the story, because after you play through, and I'm not going to spoil it, but after you play through the whole thing, everything's just kind of normal and there's not really much else to do. So yeah. And my whole intention, as soon as I decided okay, I'm going to go through the story, I was going to go through it as Dana Scully from the X-Files. So I made a Dana Scully sim and played through the whole thing with her, and it was the best get to live through all of that. And I moved her into the trailer, and now I'm just playing as her. And I wanted to I don't know if any of you guys are X-Files fans or whatever, but I wanted to get her pregnant with an alien baby, because I'm that's the story, so I've been abducted so many damn times with her, and she didn't get pregnant anytime. So I had to go and make an alien sim and go and do that whole thing to get her pregnant. So I guess I could have done a Let's Play thing, but I'm not really a Let's Play type of person. I think I tried that a number of years ago, but it was really boring and I wasn't into it. So I prefer these sorts of things anyways. My Let's Plays would honestly be really lame. So, but just know that the only real way to play through the StrangerVille storyline is as Dana Scully. And no, I didn't make Fox Mulder because I didn't feel like it, but I made Dana Scully and I love her. I just wish I could make her as short. I wish we had a height changing function or whatever, because the real Gillian Anderson is pretty short. And yeah, I'm obsessed with her. If you haven't watched Sex Education on Netflix, I love it. It's a great show. I've watched the whole thing already. I'm obsessed with her. It's a weird fanatic thing, I guess. Anyways, I haven't explained anything that I'm doing here. It's really straight to the point, though. It's a very basic, small library, and I just wanted to detail it out a bit, but not too much, I guess. I kind of just wanted it to be like a very simple library that you would expect to see. I didn't want to make it very like, okay, we're only going to make it about aliens, you know? I just wanted it to be kind of normal. Because a lot of the people in this town are very just normal. Not like, yeah, they may be conspiracy theorists and they're scientists and military people and whatever, but you can still just live like a normal life here. If that, I don't know if that makes sense, but that was my thinking on this. It's like, it's kind of a normal library. Maybe before all this stuff happened in the town, they just would use this library a lot. And I left this, like this corkboard thing that you get from, what is it called? Is it Get to Work? Is that what it's called? I used that because I'm like, maybe they couldn't get it out of the door. So they just left it from its old schoolhouse days. And then I did want to make it look very old. So I added a lot of the like decals to make it look like there's holes in the walls or there's spider webs or stains, stuff like that. Which I think really just adds to the aesthetic that is in everything in this town. I did that a lot. I redid the bar also. I didn't film it or record it, whatever, but I redid that one to make it more like an old-timey saloon, which I guess I could upload to the gallery. I guess. I guess. Whatever. It's not anything crazy. It honestly looks really similar to the original, but the inside's a bit different. It's a lot darker. It's a lot grimier and more like just, I don't know, a saloon. Like I thought the old bar didn't really fit with the town, because I don't know, the way I see this town is like it's an old western town that kind of slowly industrialized, but not a crazy amount, and it's in the middle of the desert, so maybe there were cowboys here, you know, and then it turned into like an army base type of town. That's how I see it. I've never personally been to a town like this, even though I do live in America, but they don't really have these types of towns in California so much unless you go to like ghost towns and stuff like that. But most of the towns that were like this got built over and they don't really exist anymore. So I'm not really going off of any reference or anything here. It's kind of just what I think it might have turned out as, what is like one room schoolhouse would have become in a town like this. It's just kind of cluttered. It's not super duper neat and modern or anything like that. I wanted to make a bathroom that looked like it was really old, like it was maybe redone in the 70s or 80s or something. Not 70s, 80s. So that's what this is. It's kind of dingy and ugly. Oh, also, so as per usual, the lot that you can download from the gallery is slightly different from what I filmed here, because after playtesting it, I realized there were some things that needed to change. So, oh, and I haven't even gotten to that in the video yet, but of course, I didn't pay attention to the requirements of a library lot, but you have to have at least 3 desks. So that really put a little cramp in my style here, because I liked the tables better than the desks. So I had to go in and change them to desks, which meant that I couldn't have all those chairs around them and stuff. This is me changing them. It makes me sad because I really liked them like that. And it's really annoying because the desk is the same exact table. The squares or whatever are just different on it from where you can put items and where you can put chairs. But then I realized at playtesting that I couldn't actually have those chairs the way that I'd placed them, because when it's a desk, it only lets you put the one chair. And I don't know why. Like, I thought, oh, maybe it'll work, but it doesn't. So I had to go back and change it. And I believe the one that I uploaded to the gallery is fixed, and it should be fine and playable. If I did that right, I hope I did. I don't really know. I don't remember. My memory is terrible. That's something definitely to know about me, and that's why it takes me so long to decorate any sort of build, because I don't remember where things are in the menus and I don't remember what we have. Yeah. Also, another requirement for the library is to have chessboards. So I put them out back because I didn't know where to put them. To be honest, I had no idea where to put them. So I just used this thing from the, what is it called? The thing with Selva Dorada. See, my memory is so bad. I don't remember what it's called. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. That pack. And then another issue with this is on the gallery. You know how the gallery, it'll choose a picture for you, basically, which is really, really annoying. I wish it would let us just put our own pictures there, but it doesn't. We're going to go into screenshots in a second, by the way. But I had to flip the lot around in order for the pictures to be right. So, anyways, when you download it from the gallery, it'll be weird, but you can just flip it back. It's fine. So these are the screenshots. Very, very simple build. Nothing crazy at all. So anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me babble on and on and on. Okay, whatever. Bye.
But mind you bring me home again on Monday. How'd you like to hold my waist? How'd you like my lips to